College, Career, and Civic Life C3 Framework for Social Studies State Standards was a collaborative effort over 3 years. It included social studies teachers from across the nation, heads of social studies at state departments of education, institutes of higher education, and a number of social studies professional organizations who all lent their expertise and excitement for increasing the rigor and relevance of social studies for students across America. We all know how it's important to prepare kids for college and career. We also believe that social studies is the subject best suited to prepare them to be effective citizens in the 21st century. The lesson you're about to see, led by Rebecca Valbuena at Glendora School District, will show you what it looks like in the classroom for 5th grade students as they develop their understanding of constitutional principles and apply it in the real world to prepare them to be engaged citizens in the 21st century.
We're going to be doing some reading today, so I would like you to take out the Constitution book from your book basket. The series of lessons is designed to help students investigate the importance of civic involvement and that they understand their role as citizens now and into adulthood. Throughout the lessons, they learn how and why people participate in the democratic process. They study the fundamental principles of the Constitution and how the Constitution changed over time. One of the biggest goals of the series is that students can describe a government that is by the people, a government in which citizens exercise their power by voting. We do have rights, and our rights are one, and it's voting that protects those rights. So having the power to vote is part of living in a democracy. The ultimate goal is that students are involved now and that they continue to be involved into adulthood. In a perfect world, I'd want them to register to vote the second they turn 18 and exercise that right to vote into adulthood.
Dimension 1 begins with a question, an inquiry. We want students to get excited about learning social studies, and so we start with what we call a compelling question. Today's compelling question will ask students, why is it important to vote, and does it really matter? The idea is to get them excited about learning their subject.
Voting matters because your voice can be heard and you can make decisions based on how you feel and your opinions. Yeah.
Dimension 2 is about applying disciplinary tools and concepts, not just looking through the lens of history, or economics, or geography, or civics, or the other humanities, but looking at them in interrelated ways, and also connecting to reading language arts. Dimension 3 is about evaluating sources and gathering evidence to respond to the compelling question.
Tabulate our data. So Gavin, would you go ahead and explain the data to us?
In the age range 18 to 25, we had 8 people say that voting does matter, and 6 people say that it doesn't matter.
The fourth and final dimension, probably the most exciting, is communicating conclusions and taking informed action to get out in the world and really make a difference.
I want you to exercise your right to vote.
They wanted to help solve the societal problem that they discovered for themselves. They were able to conclude that, yes, voting does matter. They didn't really understand why, if people were registered to vote, that they didn't go out and vote. This idea of voter apathy came into play. And we decided as a class that we could do something about it. When you can dig deeply into the curriculum and students have a voice and it's driven by their questions, that we're able to make it more meaningful and fun. And when learning's meaningful and fun and motivating, it's successful.
Whether your state has adopted the C3 framework or not, we hope you can utilize this document as a framework for increasing the rigor and relevance of social studies, making it exciting and engaging for your students, and sharing with them skills and ideas for taking real action in the real world. Our goal is to create an engaged, informed citizenry, and providing opportunities for students to do that. This framework allows you to take the work that you're doing and try to enhance it in ways that can build those civic skills, knowledge, and dispositions.